just kind of a big picture, like which quarter, I always talk about, Tua really needs to have a good year this year. Trevor Lawrence really needs to have a good year this year. Who are guys like that at the quarterback position who they're not necessarily playing for their job because they did sign a new contract recently, but who really needs to have a good season?
The Miami dynamic with Tua and Mike McDaniel, you look at, again, the numbers. I always say this. You look at the stats, the win-loss record when Tua is out there with Mike, it's pretty good.
What are they, 38-24 or something like that? Or
they haven't played that many games together,
it's
but it's
ridiculous.
It's a very good rate. It's around 25-10. It's something like that when they've actually been together. But there's been so much time that Tua has missed that then you get these weird stretches of Skylar Thompson starting a playoff game, or hey, we tried to roll somebody out there, that didn't work. Let's put let's get Snoop Huntley in here. Mike White was on the team last year.
Tua's career record is 38-24.
His record is 38-24.
Yeah.
But with Mike, he's only been there 3 years.
Yeah, they're 25-16.
25-16. So that's still, you're winning 64% of your games, somewhere around there. Like, that's pretty good. That's serviceable. But then you have these stretches where you're playing with somebody else. And even when Tua comes back, think about this. Think about the challenge that Mike McDaniel has every week to design a game plan that doesn't get the quarterback hit. Everybody else can go, all right, well, hey, on this play, we're going to get the right look, but you're going to have a free rusher and you might have to take a hit. You can't do that with Tua. So the pressure on him every week is substantial. Having said that, any team that gets 3-4 years in, and they extended Mike before last season, but any team that gets 3-4 years in, and either you haven't made the playoffs, which the Dolphins did make the playoffs twice, and then were banged up in those games, but any team that hasn't won a playoff game, if you get 4 years in, and it's kind of the same thing, everybody's job is on the line. Mike McDaniel was brought in for a lot of different reasons, but a big one was he was the guy who came in his interview and said, I can win with this. Here's the plays Tua can do. I can make this work. This guy can be really good. Other coaches might have walked in and said, this isn't going to work for us. Right. But he presented the plan saying, I'm going to embrace this. And but for concussions, you have to say it's been a success. Tyreek Hill did not have his best season in 2024. They had injuries all over the place, including their pass rushers. If you could be healthier and get a real Tyreek back, and if the message that they've been spreading in terms of accountability of everybody in that locker room and coaching staff, every person accountable to everybody else, which is where you've heard those Tua comments about Tyreek, if they can have those things come together, they've got a chance to be good. No one's talking about the Dolphins being in that mix, but they won, 11 games 2 years ago? Last year was a mess, and Tua missed a bunch of time. When Tua's healthy, they've got a shot. If Tua does not stay healthy again this year, and you're talking about 4 consecutive seasons of this, and or they just don't get any better and they don't advance in the playoffs, then you're probably talking about the Dolphins having to consider all options in terms of what's on the table.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.